So next up on my list is the sign of Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, you're another one. You've got a big month coming. And same reason I've been telling all the mutable signs. It's because today, Mars went into Sagittarius. And for you, Mars in Sagittarius is your 10th house. Right. And the 10th house is, well, it's a good house. If you're going to have Mars anywhere, why not have it in the 10th house? Why not have it push forward your career and propel you up to the ladder of success? Because that's exactly what Mars in Sagittarius wants to do. And I'm smiling because Sagittarius is a positive sign. And Mars, although aggressive, well, it actually adds a bit of pizzazz and oomph when it's in the 10th house with Saggy. It really does, because Sagittarius sometimes are not directed and they can be lazy. I know I've got Sag rising here in Seattle and it doesn't direct itself. But with Mars, that's fire. It's like it's literally putting fire under your butt in your career. So I think you guys can be, I think you can attain some amazing things this month. And I really do believe that. I say this because as of the 13th, right, the 13th, Venus moves into Pisces, and then it's really creativity time. I mean, you Pisces are going to be capable of the most beautiful creations in the month of January. Really, I see it. I mean, Neptune is in Pisces, Venus is in Pisces. It's in you. It's in you, Pisces. So you're going to be exuding the beauty. You're going to be exuding the creativity and whatever that is. It's ephemeral. It's gorgeous. I don't even know how it's going to take effect. I just feel it. And I've been telling the signs about it because when the 13th rolls around and Venus enters Pisces, well, it's just, I think there's going to be a shift in some things, especially with Mars and Sag, because eventually if, okay, how can I put this? Mars and Sag tends to be aggressive because it's an aggressive combination. I like it for Pisces because it's the 10th house. So, your aggression would be in your career. It's a good place to have the aggression, especially if you've not been ambitious, because it propels the ambitions. Okay. Neptune and Venus in the first house are giving creativity, hands down. It's creative and it's beautiful. It's maybe even creation, like literally creating. I don't know why, I just suddenly saw some Pisces are giving birth and their children are going to be so freaking creative. I see this because of the North Node being in Cancer, which is the 5th house of Pisces. Also, there is a full moon occurring in the sign of Cancer on the 10th. So any mother having their child on the 10th, my goodness, what a creative little type they're going to have. But that is going to be an amazing full moon for Pisces because it's the 5th house. And even if you're not pregnant, I'd be cautious of getting pregnant that day. I'm just saying, it's a full moon in Cancer in your 5th house. Because some people are going to be getting lucky. Wait a minute, let me see what. I'm so nosy. And it's a Friday. I knew it. I knew it. It is a Friday. I just checked. People are going to be getting busy. That's getting busy. If you don't want a child, Pisces, please make sure you take all possible precautions because between the 10th and the 15th of January, mm, 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 mm. That's all I got to say. Just be careful. Full moon in the 5th house. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say is just the emphasis on that 11th house that you guys have had. And there's going to start, you're going to start feeling emphasis going into the 12th house. And I wanted to prepare you for that, just subconsciously. Okay. You guys have been dealing with all of this emphasis in the 11th house, which is your friends and clubs and associations and organizations that you belong to. You might have been participating, growing, making new acquaintances, getting to know new people, just reaching outside of your comfort zone, right? And getting to connect with others. But now you're going to find it, you're going to start wanting to pull in. And you know, the funny thing is when these planets start going into Aquarius, so the sun is going to move into Aquarius on the 20th. Let's see, Mercury's going to move into Aquarius on the 16th. And then we're going to have that new moon. I've been talking a lot about that. That's going to be happening on the 24th. These are all happening in your 12th house. Now, you know, the funny thing is, if this was happening to any other sign where they were getting a stellium of planets in the 12th house, I'd be like, ah, not you, Pisces. This is your house. It's going to be chill. In fact, I think most Pisces are going to have a beautiful month. Okay, because this, first of all, Capricorn, everything in Capricorn is sextile Pisces anyway, so you're flowing, the month is flowing. But I think between that Venus going into Pisces and then the slow gradual drift of planets into your 12th house, the natural house of Pisces, oh well, it's your month. You'll drift easily into this 12th house period with no problem. Okay. Now, one of the things I do want to say to you, Pisces, is I do want you guys to prepare, though. I do. I want you to prepare for what it feels like to have that kind of emphasis in your 12th house. So, you know, as of, I guess it starts around the 16th when Mercury goes. Start feeling how that feels, like having these planets deposited in your 12th house. And the reason why I say that is that as of the 21st, well, I have here the 23rd, but it's actually the 21st. As of the 21st, Saturn is going into Aquarius, and that is a very heavy planet in your 12th house. And you guys are not going to be able to escape that, really. It's going to go back and forth between your 12th and 11th house. And, you know, back and forth it goes until December. But I want you guys to understand that you might have an increase of dreams, um, out of body experiences, um, just thoughts that, like, I'm thinking, like, what is that deja vu, the deja vu things? What I don't want to see is Pisces using drinks, drugs, you know, vices to kind of hide from whatever is brought up from the transit of Saturn in your 12th. So if you can avoid that, then you're winning. Okay. So I hope that you guys prepare for it. Okay. All right. Well, Pisces, this has just been an update.